So for step 3, what we're going to do is we're going to create a crashing function. So as you can see, as I run the program, I can actually make my boat pass through the wall. This is an important aspect, especially in a maze game, to make sure that you code correctly so that your character can no longer pass through the walls. In this case, we're going to actually spruce it up a little bit, and we're going to actually have a crash feature take place to the boat when it runs into the wall. Your choice if you want to add it to a maze game or not. I think it kind of adds a little bit more of a different level of difficulty. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our costume here, and we're going to right click in this gray margin until we get the message to duplicate. With this duplication, you can actually change the name of this, which we're going to change to hit. Okay, so now I have boat and the hit boat. I'm going to use the selecting tool here, and I'm going to actually take these pieces and kind of drag them away from one another. So as if the boat were to actually be hit by something. Okay, so I have my boat breaking into pieces. So now I have my boat and I have the hit boat. Based off from this, now you can see that if I hit a wall, my boat will break into a bunch of different pieces. You can add more pieces to your hit portion or fewer pieces. Okay, I could grab this piece and move this here, or grab this piece and move it over here to kind of change the appearance to make it maybe look a little bit more realistic in that of hitting the wall. So with these two pieces, now I have the boat and I have the hit boat, which is broken into shambles, but need to code this. So looking at this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my script. So looking at my script, I want to create another if statement. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that this is inside of my forever loop. So I'm going to go to control and I'm going to say if something. The important part is here we have to have a sensing aspect. So we want to be touching the color brown, which is the walls. It is important to make sure that all of your walls in a maze game are exactly the same color. What makes nice about this is when you're coding, you can actually click the color, you'll get the finger icon, and you can click the brown. It's the exact same brown. So now what I want it to do is I want to actually switch my appearance. So I want it to go to looks, and I want to switch my costume to hit. Based off from switching my costume, I'm actually going to add a little saying here. So I'm going to say no, because I hit the wall, and I only want to display this message for 1 second and then it'll clear. Now what I want to do is I want to switch my costume actually back. So now I want to switch my costume back to normal, to boat, and I want to reset. So what do I want it to do? I want to go back into my motions. Okay, I want to switch my direction. So now I'm going to switch my direction to 0, and then based off from that, I also have to go back to the starting line. So I want to go to, using my same coordinates above, I'm going to move to negative 196, and on my Y, I'm going to be negative 152. 152 there, and I have my motion. So now looking at this, since I am in the forever loop, you can see what's going to take place. So I run into the wall, I display no, and then I start right back over again. Now we have created our crashing feature. So when you run into the wall, what happens? You get the display of no. Sometimes you will see a glitch that sometimes it won't restart based off from there. Sometimes you might have to click the green flag a couple of times to make sure that your sprite actually does change its costume. So now that you've done that, please make sure that you save your file and you have completed step 3.